Always connected shouldn't mean always at risk. By now, you've heard of identity theft and the importance of protecting your most valuable assets, yourself and your family. At ID Seal, we know a thing or two about cybersecurity. We combine that knowledge with industry-leading technology. Our thorough surveillance eye goes to the depths of the dark web and sees everything from social security numbers and medical IDs to social media accounts and more. Armed with decades of cybersecurity experience and state-of-the-art technology and tools, ID Seal goes to great lengths to monitor every possible entry point that could compromise your data for you and your entire family. ID Seal provides comprehensive protection for your identity. Protection starts the moment you register with ID Seal. We'll send you alerts and score trackers, and you'll have access to credit reports and scores. Looking to pay off a loan faster? The ID Seal Credit Score Simulator can show you how things may impact your credit score. And if you have children in the household, we will do more to keep them protected with Digital Spy for Children, Child Social Security Tracker, and social media monitoring. Tools and features to keep you aware of threats of cyberbullying, profanity, overly explicit content, and more. With ID Seal, you get 24/7 lost wallet protection. You will have access to a team of specialists that will help you replace the contents of your wallet if it is lost or stolen. And we will work with you to cancel or reissue all documents that were lost. And for extra protection and peace of mind, your ID Seal membership includes identity fraud expense reimbursement insurance coverage of up to $1 million with a $0 deductible. Don't sign up for an ID theft protection service and then wonder if you're really being protected. Put your worry to rest with ID Seal's unparalleled protection that seals off your sensitive data from identity thieves. Our vision is a world where we can all log in, shop securely, check out, and log out, sealed off to the fullest extent possible from the elements out there that intend to do us harm. Give them nothing to steal with ID Seal.
The views and opinions expressed in this live podcast are those of the speakers, guests, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly necessarily reflect nor represent a host's and podcast page's policy's position. The page cannot be held accountable for all views expressed during this live podcast. No copyright infringement intended. All songs, lyrics, music, and/or excerpts played during the live podcast all belong to its rightful owners. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Parental guidance. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Hello! Good evening po! Woo! Welcome back sa I Speak Talk Show. At ang tagal namin naghayatos. Grabe. Parang 1 year, almost 1 year hiatus. Welcome back po sa I Speak Talk Show. And wala po si Miss CJ ngayon na co-host ko. At meron tayong guest co-host na si Sir Jonas Dupo, aka John Lloyd Cruz. Wow!
What an amazing way to revive, okay? And to have a renaissance, okay? You're alive again. Congratulations. Blessed day to everyone listening right now. Kaway-kaway sa lahat ng mga kaibigan natin. Thank you so much for this opportunity. You can write in our comment section for shout out.
Yeah.
Brother,
John Lloyd, sir. Kumusta, Sir Jonas?
I'm doing
kumusta?
okay. Yes, kahit mag-isa sa buhay, kahit di ginaw. At least may mga kasama naman sa bahay.
Wow! Balita ko, ang ganda ng travel mo ngayon sa Ano ba yun? Europe ba yun?
Amen.
Middle East?
Yes, United Arab Emirates. Ay, nako.
Wow.
Napakaganda ng mga naganap, okay, ng mga nangyari, okay? Napakabuti ng Panginoon at binigyan tayo ng pagkakataon na makapag-travel. And I met your co-host in person, in flesh, for the first time.
How was it?
Nahawak-hawakan ko talaga siya. Nahawak ko yung noon niya, lahat, mga balikat, ganyan-ganyan ko para maambunan tayo. Ay, nako.
Grabe.
Ano kita doon?
Matangkad
talo
ba?
kasi
Matangkad ba?
Naku, grabe talaga. Mas matangkad
Miss
yung
CJ,
pagmamahal natin
mag-live ka na, Miss CJ. Kung hindi, wala ka dito, ikaw yung topic.
Oo, matangkad yung pagmamahal niya. Kaya thank you so much for having me here. Maraming salamat.
Bumawi, matangkad yung pagmamahal. Wow. Oo. Oo. Sige. Sir Jonas, nung bata ka pa, ano ba yung mga gusto mong mga ambisyon mo dati? Dati kasi may mga ambisyon na maging teacher, maging engineer, maging scientist. Sa'yo, sir, ano yung mga gusto mong maging dati?
Sobrang na-motivate ako dun sa guro ko noon. Gusto ko lang talagang din maging guro. Napakapayak. Since I grew up in a far-flung area at the base of Sierra Madre. So imagine yung parang na-expose lang sa amin doon talaga. Wala namang TV, wala namang kahit anong gadget. It's yung parang pinaka-natutunan ko na profession na okay is pagiging guro. Now, I think I kinda achieved that. Hindi lang ako sa DepEd or sa private institution. But I am teaching many people, traveling all over the globe, providing values formation, training for book writing, training for public speaking. Kaya feel ko natupad pa rin yung pangarap ko maging isang teacher.
Diba? Wow! At alam ko yan, no? Nakita ko yan sa mga teachings mo sa paggawa ng libro. Wow! Dami mo ng students, sir, no? Wow! Mm-hmm. So ako, dati gusto kong maging engineer, tapos maging piloto, tapos isa din sa mga gusto kong
artista, hindi mo pinangarap, ginusto.
Hindi ko pinangarap. Kulang sa wala sa itsu.
Ganyan ka pogi, hindi pinangarap maging artista, imposible, hindi ako naniniwala.
Wala sir. Dati parang technical incline, parang engineer or scientist. Dati pinangarap ko talaga maging scientist eh. Ngayon, meron tayong guest na world-known scientist. Wow! Oo. At ang pangalan niya si Sir Glenn Banaguas. Wow! Now, to all viewers, let's welcome Sir Glenn Banaguas. But before that, we will play a video just to have a overview of him. Okay? All right. And here it is.
Glenn Banaguas is a multi-awarded prolific scientist and diplomat, and one of the leading experts on environment, climate change, and disaster risks. He analyzes conundrums brought about by climate change and extreme events using scientific models, data, and spatial statistics, applies participatory mechanisms, recommends science and evidence-based policy solutions, and provides resilient and sustainable programs. Climate Smart Philippines Science for Service is the program he founded in 2010, providing elucidations in reducing disaster risks and preventing potential damages and losses through scientific wide-ranging assessment, risk and impact analysis, capacity development, project management, and multilateral cooperation among actors. The Climate Smart Philippines project applies the power of multi-stakeholder participatory mechanisms, providing more informed participatory and integrated governance and management at all levels, increases public and private sector investment and financing programs for required infrastructure and services. It also plans practices and implementation capacity to address complex interactions and trade-offs among the utilizations of resources. Climate Smart Philippines is science and evidence-based, where all stakeholders are empowered using credible sources of evidence, which are based on multiple lines of scientific research and education, such as considering zoning and new building codes for land, adjustments on the agricultural calendar, climate proofing or climate smart approaches, renewable energy in the off-grid areas, climate smart rainwater harvesting systems, monitoring and evaluation systems, gender equality initiatives and the role of women, the use of traditional knowledge, sustainable land, and forest management. Climate Smart Philippines is people-centered. It has a strong focus on tackling the innumerable roots of the impacts of climate change to make sure there is actual coalescence in the quality of life of the populace today and the coming decades. Stakeholders are trained in the implementation processes to ensure resiliency through psychological and religiosity and spirituality approaches. To date, Professor Banaguas has developed and implemented more than 200 projects in the Philippines alone. From Climate Smart Philippines to Climate Smart and Disaster Resilient ASEAN. More than 50 projects in Southeast Asia in partnership with his ASEAN Science Diplomats and the U.S. ASEAN Fellows for Science and Technology. In summary, Glenn's plethora of endeavors is more than an advocacy. It is beyond science, technology, innovation, and policy. It is about bringing people together, not only to be trained to be resilient, but to be part of the community that will inspire others and serve humanity wholeheartedly. This is Science Diplomat Glenn S. Banaguas.
Wow! Oh, ang bigatin ng kuha natin, ng guest natin ngayon, world-known scientist. Now, hindi na natin na patagalin pa, ipapasok na natin si Sir Glenn. Hello, Sir Glenn! Good evening po!
Yeah, hi. Good evening. Oo, magandang gabi sa ating mga tagapakinig. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat.
Wow! Kumusta ka dyan, sir? How
Okay
are
naman.
you?
Okay naman. Maraming salamat sa pag-anyaya. Thank
Maraming
you.
salamat din sa pag-guesting po, Yan. Nasaan ka ngayon sa mundo? Sa Pilipinas ka ba ngayon, sir? Or nasa ibang bansa?
Oo, kararating ko lang from Hong Kong. So, nandito na ulit ako sa
Wow!
Pilipinas. Tapos, na-travel na naman ako after 2 weeks.
Wow, napaka-jet setter. Wow, grabe ka. Kung saan-saan ka na nakakapunta, sir, ha? Ayan,
Oo,
ipasok
yun,
natin
kung
ulit.
saan oo, kung saan
Oo.
ako pinapatapon.
Ang pinapatapon na. Wow. So, Sir Glenn, may question ako. Pinakaunang question. How do Sir Glenn Banaguas start a day?
Well, I only sleep 3 to 4 hours a day. Tapos paggising ko sa umaga, I just have to check my phone, I have to check emails. So actually ganun lang eh. Tapos alis sa house, diretso ka na sa mga meetings mo. So, ganun lang lagi. Medyo boring, sorry.
Wala naman. Hindi naman sa
boring. Hi, Sir Glenn. Isang mapagpalang gabi po, Brother Jonas. Thank you so much for saying yes sa aming invitation. Isang mapagpalang gabi po. I'm a fan. I'm an instant fan, by the way. Kaya nga excited kami malaman yung mga secrets nyo sa starting your day right. Baka pwede namin i-adapt yan. Malay mo makapag-innovate and pagawa din namin yung sobrang laking mga achievements po na meron kayo. We're so proud of you.
Oh, maraming salamat po. Maraming salamat.
So, can you walk us through ano yung pinaggagalingan ni Sir Glenn Banaguas mula sa saan pinanganak? Ano yung parang kasi kikilatisin namin kung ang isang world-known scientist, anong pinanggalingan niya? Oo.
Okay. Before kasi talagang active na ako sa church nung bata pa ako. I was a legionary. So, but up to now, I'm still a legionary. It's Legion of Mary. So I used to be an altar boy. Talagang yung exposure ko ay nasa church. So, yun. Tapos, syempre, actually, I don't want to become a scientist. Nung bata ako, I really wanted to become a priest. Gusto ko maging pare. So, narinig ko kanina si Jonas, so sinasabi niya, well, pinahanga niya ako doon na sinasabi niya that he has been going around, he has been traveling to different parts of the world. Tapos, yung pagdating sa mga values, natutulog siya ng mga ganun. Actually, parang ganun ako nag-start ng bata. So, yun nga, babalik ako dun sa akin. I wanted to become a priest. Tapos, kaya lang, syempre, medyo na bago na. Syempre, habang tumatanda tayo, naiiba yung ating gusto. So, and I have to accept the reality that siguro hindi ito yung profesyon na para sa akin. So, when I was in college, so my background is engineering. So, I went to Mapua. So, I took chemical engineering. And in that university, I also I entered into an organization, yung Student Catholic Action. So, mas lalong na-enhance yung mga gusto kong gawin kung dapat na ako maglingkod sa kapwa. So, doon sa Student Catholic Action, we don't just take care. We don't just take care of the lives of the people, but we are also taking care of their souls. And that has been parang natanim yun sa akin, natanim sa isip ko, sa puso ko na, okay, oo nga, tama nga naman. No matter the course is, no matter what you do, kailangan hindi nawawala yung yung pagsisilbi mo sa tao. So, yeah, so that's how I became it all started from there. Tapos I practiced when I graduated college, I practiced my profession. So nag-work ako sa mga kumpanya, kaya lang hindi nawawala yung there's emptiness. Hindi nawala yung parang hindi ako masaya. So I went back to school, nagturo ako. I taught again sa mga universities. And then, yun, nag-aral ako ulit. Tapos hanggang sa makita ko na, okay, in one institution, ma-involve ako dun sa institution, sa Manila Observatory. Nagkaroon ako ng mga projects. Nakita ko yung sarili ko na, this is what I want to do in terms of climate change, disaster. So sabi ko sa kanila, at least nakita ko na yung gusto kong gawin. So nung nandun ako, doon nag-start yung pagiging career ko as a climate scientist. And then in 2010, I created my own organization, and that's the Environmental and Climate Research Institute. So I started recruiting junior researchers, yung mga 17 years old, 18 years old. So I taught them how to do climate modeling. I gave them the exposure. Yung mga bagay na hindi nakikita sa classroom, yung mga bagay na hindi mo natutunan sa classroom, matututunan mo yun sa labas. So I started teaching them, exposing them that these are the realities of life. So I brought them to the different parts of the country, so Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao. And since that we talk about climate change, we talk about disaster, pinakita ko sa kanila what are the risks and impacts of climate change to different sectors, specifically to the poorest of the poor. Our farmers, our fisher folks, our indigenous people, the youth, the women. So, including the PWDs. So, nakita yun ng mga researchers ko. So ganun, that's how we started.
Wow, amazing. I love that, Sir Glenn. Actually, I took my master's in public health, and my research proposal at that time is all about disaster nursing. When I was working in the Sultanate of Oman, one of my biggest projects is a national nursing research about disaster risk and management ng mga emergency room nurses namin doon. I just left in 2019, but I finished gathering the data, in-endorse ko na sa isang Omani. I'm also passionate about climate change. Yan yung first thing na na-amaze ako dito sa sharing mo. And another thing also is, you shared a while ago na gusto mo maging pari and all. I also wrote one book, the title is It's Time to Choose Me. Dati nasa research din ako or nasa nursing side ako, but right now I'm a full-time motivational speaker and author. So it's all about, finding your call, kung saan ka talaga masaya. Isang malaking bagay yon. I hope that our listeners right now kasi hindi lahat, Doc, Sir Glenn, hindi lahat ng may mga call to pursue something ay pinagbibigyan nilang tawag na yun. Hindi lahat nag-oo kasi they are clouded by fears, di ba? Natatakot sila. Mas gusto nila comfort zone. Pero yung ginawa po ninyo, sobrang laking bagay yon. Ako, I myself, I'm really so passionate with climate change. Gustong-gusto ko rin yung topic na yan. Nakaka-amaze. And sir, so far, ano yung the best experience nyo with regard to climate change management? Yung one of the best programs that you really did na hanggang ngayon sobrang pag naisip mo kinikilig ka, na parang wow, malaki talaga yung impact nito sa climate change.
Oo. Siguro syempre as a climate scientist at the same time as a science diplomat. So sabi ko nga, we don't want our research works to be siloed. We don't want our researchers, or we don't want our scientists to be siloed. At yun yung tinuturo ko sa mga bata na no matter how technical your work is, you want to make sure that it will really create positive impacts in society and environment. So and for that is aside from doing research, aside from traveling to different parts of the country, so I created the program, yung ASEAN Science Diplomacy Program. So if you're a science diplomat or ASEAN Science Diplomacy, this is where we train outstanding scientists and engineers of Southeast Asia on how science is going to be communicated and how science will be used for policy making and decision making.
Parang gusto mag-join ni host Nelson dyan, ni Sir Nelson sa ASEAN program na yan. Nararamdaman ko yung mata niya.
Oo, correct. Tawa yan. So from that aspect, sabi nga namin, kasi part of the training is, okay, how are we going to communicate our work? How, for example, kasi syempre, you publish your work, parang you made an experiment, tapos you do research, but only, and then you publish your work in the most reputable journals. Kaya lang, I am not saying it's wrong. Actually, it's great. Scientist is really is trained to do that. However, the people who can access your work are your co-scientists. What about those people who are in need of your work, or hungry for the results and their findings? So hindi yun nabababa kunyari sa ating mga
grassroots dapat
at grassroots level. So yun yung tinuturo natin sa pagiging isang science diplomat. We want to make sure that their science will be beneficial to the majority of our stakeholders. So kailangan ginagamit talaga ng mga tao at higit sa lahat, it can be used as a tool for policy making and decision making. So, hindi pwede yung, gagawa ako ng batas, this is for our policymakers. Batas for what? Baka yung batas na yan para lang sa gusto mo. So, dapat science-based siya. So, napaka-importante nga. It's really very important for especially if you're a climate scientist or disaster scientist, napaka-importante sa panahon ngayon yung mga policies, the programs and projects that you are going to develop that will really address the needs of our people. So, yun, I started with that. Tapos yun din yung mga tinuturo ko sa mga bata. And I would also like to share one of the best experiences that we had. Yun yung partnership namin with Mindanao. I'm not from Mindanao, pero sabi ng mga taga Mindanao, adapt na raw nila kami dahil sa mga initiatives namin sa Mindanao.
I'm from Mindanao.
Uy, taga Mindanao yung gwapo kong co-host dyan. Si
taga Mindanao ka, Nelson. Yes. Nelson, we started the partnership in 2016. It's with Minda, with the late Secretary Alonto, Abulcar Alonto. So when part of our partnership in Mindanao is to train not only the government agencies, empower the government agencies, but also to train and capacitate other stakeholders in academia, civil society organizations, non-government organizations, in private sector. Now, why are we doing that? Lalo na yung sa academia. Sinasabi ko sa kanila, part of the empowerment is I cannot travel there most of the time. Hindi kailangan lang din ako.
Mm-mm.
So, mas maganda, it will be very helpful if you capacitate and train the universe and colleges so that they will be the ones to take care of their own municipality. They will be the ones to
Parang
take care of their own
deputized, no?
province.
Parang
Oo.
deputized. Oo.
Oo, so mas maganda yung sila yung ititrain mo, yung parang training of trainers. Sila yung ititrain mo para sila rin yung mga ngalaga sa kanilang komunidad. So, ganun po yan.
Di ba, Sir Glenn, may mga parang elective ba tayo ng mga subjects sa mga... I'm not sure ha. Hindi ako aware ngayon sa mga university, sa mga courses na ino-offer nila. Pero alam mo yun, big deal talaga sa akin. Mabigyan sila ng one elective course na parang related to climate change sana. I hope... I don't know kung ano nangyayari na sa mga policies, sa mga program. Pero di ba may mga nilalagay nila ng Rizal, ng Philippine history, parang Asian history. Baka pwedeng climate change isang subject doon na pwedeng
Oo.
idagdag sa mga curriculum. I'm not sure. Pero...
tama ka dyan, Jonas. Ginagawa ng ibang university, sorry, yung aking husky, naglalambing eh. Wait lang.
Actually, kumakahol ka dito, husky din namin yun, Sir Glenn. May husky din kami dito. Kaya siguro
sana all, may husky. Sana all.
It's alright. May isa ko doon kasi, Sir Nelson, may isang author ako na actually naging kaibigan ko. Siya na ngayon ng Climate Change Commissioner ng Climate Change. Si Sir Albert de la Cruz. I don't know if na-meet na siya ni Sir Glenn. Oo, siya from DSUD siya, pero ngayon sa climate change na siya. Na-meet ko siya mga twice kasi doon sa book na gusto niyang i-publish na inaayos about climate change din. And ang focus niya dyan is climate justice. Parang ganun yung content niya. Yung parang, di ba po, Sir Glenn, may mga total emission ng greenhouse. Yung mga different countries may mga measurements, sino may pinakamarami. Tayo ko konti lang eh. So parang, pero yung pinakamalaking effect, isa sa mga naaapektuhan ng climate change ay Pilipinas. So parang ang gusto niya, parang we can get the fund from the US kung saan man manggaling. Galing sa mga bansa na massive ang emission nila. So kaya maganda nga yung mga, di ba? Maganda talaga yung, I really agree with, bilang isang speaker po, isang trainer, isang motivational speaker, very crucial sa akin yung information dissemination. Yun yung pinaka-crucial na gawin na.
Tama.
That's why I really admire yung ginagawa ng ating scientist, diplomat na si Sir Glenn na parang marami kayo natutunan. Sir, I have another question. How far have we achieved already in terms of our fight sa climate change? Ano nang, para sa inyo lang, yung mag-gauge lang ninyo, gaano na kalayo yung narating natin? Naka-half na ba tayo? Marami pa bang kailangan gawin? Ano yung mga parang pinaka-accomplishment na natin, lalo na din sa Pilipinas? Or marami pa bang kailangang trabahuin?
Oo nga.
Oo, nako, tama ka dyan, Jonas. Napakarami pang dapat gawin. Based on my experiences, sabi ko nga, we have been traveling to different parts of the country kasi hindi, we're not teaching them to become climate scientists. We're teaching them how to become resilient and how we're going to do that. So, ina-assist namin sa kanila sa paggawa ng kanilang mga comprehensive land use plan, how we're going to enhance their comprehensive land use plan, how they're going to enhance their CDPs, the comprehensive development plan, their LCCAPs, their CDRA. LCCAP is the local climate change action plan. So, part of the assistance is to teach them also. So what is the real need of your society, of your community? What is the real need of your municipality? So there is an assessment at the same time. There is a management or implementation phase. So we want to make sure that dapat yung assessment is complete. Yung iba kasi, this is what, based on our experience, yung mga ibang mga local chief executives, they will tell me, Sir Glenn, this is what we want to do. Okay ba to? My answer would always be, let's assess your community first. Ano ba talaga yung kailangan? Kasi maya-maya, this is what you want to do, but it will just what? It will, there's a mismatch pala at the end of the assessment. Why don't we assess your area and tignan natin, ano ba talaga yung yung pinaka-need ng locality mo. So it always starts with the assessment, the comprehensive assessment. So meron akong ginagamit na tool, ito yung nanalo sa United Nations Sasakawa Laureate reduction. Yeah, yung tool, yung Climate Smart. Yung Climate, yung Climate Smart Philippines, a trip to resiliency and sustainability. So meron kang track assessment. So that's where we analyze yung mga tao, tapos yung mga changes, for example, in terms of rainfall, or temperature, yung what
Mm-mm.
happened before, what is happening right now. And then you also have to provide assistance and tell them what's going to
Mm-mm.
happen in the future. Uulanin ba? Is the province going to experience increasing amount of rainfall? So, medyo technical. Is the province going to experience increasing amount of temperature? Tapos meron tayong risk. Tapos meron ding impacts. So, yung trip to resilience sustainability, assessment talaga siya because that's from the assessment phase up to the implementation. Then yung P stands for policy. Sabi ko nga na yung projects and programs, they have to be aligned to the National Climate Change Action Plan
Yeah.
ng Pilipinas. At alam
Yes,
ko ng
yes.
Climate Change Commission
Mm-mm.
na it focuses on food security, sustainable energy, water sufficiency. You also have your human security, number 5, your climate smart services and disaster risk infrastructure at number 7, ecological as number 6, ecological environmental stability at number 7, yung knowledge management and capacity building. So we want to make sure that the programs and projects that are going to be developed are aligned to these particular National Climate Change Action Plan priority areas.
Awesome.
So yun yung mga challenges, honestly, yung mga challenges kung dahil hindi lahat, right, ng local government units sa Pilipinas, hindi lahat ng probinsya ay naka-enhance, na-enhance na kanilang mga action plans. So pag sinabi natin
Mm-mm.
enhance, hindi pa naka-integrate yung mga climate change adaptation and
Climate
disaster
change
reduction
programs.
strategies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yun.
amazing. I love that. Alam mo,
ang dami ko din nasabi.
It's alright. Alam mo
Okay
si
lang,
Sir
okay lang.
Nelson, sobrang excited na niya. Nakikita ko sa mga mata niya. Magiging advocate na to ng climate change. Feel ko lagi na itong manonood ng Miss Earth. Aabangan na niya yung mga...
Grabe naman.
Wow! Ikaw May mga
Oo nga pala,
katanungan po si Sir Nelson. Ano pa
I
yung
would
mga
like
gusto mong i-clarify?
I would like to introduce you both of selves now. Si Sir Jonas is international known, multi-awarded book author and book publisher. Now, maybe in the future, you can talk with each other para baka may plano si Sir Glenn na mag-publish ng book,
Oo
no?
nga.
With
Ano ko
regards to
marami na
that.
naisulat yan. Magaling yan. Sir Glenn,
Mhm.
I'm a book writing coach. Parang ang tawag ko sa akin ay book midwife. I assist people na ma-conceptualize yung books nila tapos maipanganak. Parang gano'n. So anyway, ito na. At si Author Nelson, magiging manunulat, magiging published author na din po yan soon. Conceptualizing.
Hopefully, may utang pa ako kay Sir Jonas, Coach.
It's alright.
May utang
Sir
pa
Glenn, may
ako.
isa pa akong sobrang ganda. Thank you, Sir Nelson, for connecting
Wala
that.
problema.
May isa pa akong
Wala
tanong
problema.
kay Sir Glenn talaga. What if someone is watching right now and mga normal lang na mga tao like student o kaya simpleng empleyado and they want to contribute sa program na ginagawa nyo? Ano yung pwedeng gawin nila? How can they connect? Meron bang maitulong? Kahit ano. Like ako, kunwari, I really want to help also. May mga pwede ba akong gawin ngayon? Ipaki-encourage naman po yung mga interested din to help you with your advocacy about climate change.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you so much for that question. Lagi kong sinasabi, if they don't need to be part of our organization. So, ang suggestion ko, and this is my advice, they can start in their own community. So, tignan nila kung ano ba yung problema sa lugar, ano ba yung pwede nilang gawin sa kanilang lugar. You have to start in your own municipality or you have to start in your own community. So, if you can do it alone, maybe you can start doing asking your friends to join that advocacy. Pag-usapan niyo ano ba yung pwede niyong gawin sa inyong komunidad. Dapat nag-i-start talaga sa sa bahay o nag-i-start dun sa iyong sariling bakuran. And then from there, magagawa mo na yung okay, ito pa yung problema sa area namin. So saan kami susunod? So that's where you start talking to your barangay captain. That's where you to start inviting other people to join your advocacy. Then you start. Pag medyo malaki na, you offer your services to the people. Now, paano kung hindi ka ganun ka-equipped? So you can invite teachers, advocates, environmental advocates, o mga experts na pwede mong makausap at pwede mo silang ma-invite na maging part o magbigay ng talk para ma-train kayo or start attending seminars, start attending conferences, magsimula sa mga YouTubes, sa mga online. Tapos kung ganun ka talaga ka-passionate to make a difference in your community, yun na, yung mga binanggit ko, gawin mo na lahat. Yun nga, you start making a difference on you. It has to start from within. Yung you invite people, yung binanggit ko nga kanina, and you talk to your barangay captain. Magsimula ka muna sa maliit. Hindi mo alam unti-unti na pala siyang lumalaki. So, ganun lang. It will really create a multiplier effect.
I love that.
Wow.
Alam mo yung barangay captain namin dito, Sir Glenn, Sir Nelson, bawal na magsunog ngayon. I don't know bakit. Mga ganyan ba, mga simpleng bagay. And even yung waste segregation, talaga very strict sila. Talaga nag-iikot sila. Nakakatuwa, no? So maraming salamat for emphasizing that. And kasi para sa akin, marami mag-connect sa inyo ba? Like, a lot of people are connecting. Medyo scattered na yung mga services. So siguro, we really need to start in our own. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to become more empowered. Di ba? Hindi lang yung spoon feeding, ito, i-post nyo to, ito, gawin nyo to. Pero yeah, we can start our own
hands-on na hands-on
our
si
own
Sir,
group.
Sir Glenn, no? Hands-on na hands-on.
Hands-on na hands-on
Yeah,
talaga. Tsaka
totoo
gusto ko
talaga
yung
yun.
targeting yung community. Gusto ko yung targeting ang community, having yun nga, yung sa akin sa masters ko sa public health. Very crucial, kaya ako nag-MPH ng public health kasi nga sobrang importante sa akin ang community. At talagang malaking bagay once na na-encourage natin sila. Lalo na din sa local government, lalo na yung sa munisipyo, malaking bagay kasi because they have the bigger funds and yung siyempre may konting influence din sila yan. So I think it's so sa mga nanonood ngayon, malaking bagay din you connect sa barangay, tapos tanungin natin kung ano mo pwede natin i-contribute.
Yan.
Sir Nelson.
May isisingit tayo na tanong, Sir Glenn, Sir Jonas. From my co-host, from our co-host na si Miss CJ Vides, ano po ang difference ng climate change sa weather?
Perfect, yeah.
Pag sinabi mong weather, yun yung pang-araw-araw. Yun yung, hindi naman climate change, it's actually climate. Pag sinabi natin your everyday rainfall, temperature, that's weather. So pag we talk about long-term scenarios, for example, what will be the climate for the next 15 years or 30 years, yun yung tinatawag natin climate. Okay. So, yung climate change is totally different. Pagbabago na ng klima yon. Pero yung weather and climate, yun talaga yung yun yung difference ng dalawa.
I love that. Thank you so
ayan,
much,
Miss
CJ. I wanna ask CJ, ano naman yung pagbabago ng feelings? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Si author CJ po, ang book niya lahat, mga hugot book. Tentative, hindi pinagtagpo pero di dinadhana. Mahilig po kasi yan sa pabago-bago kasi lagi siyang oo, lagi siyang pinagpapalit, ganyan. Kaya siguro natanong niya yung climate change.
Miss
Actually,
CJ,
ngayon,
weather lang
Gusto ko
yan.
rin yun. Gusto ko rin yan.
Weather lang.
Pabago-bago ang
Gusto ko rin
feelings.
yan.
Ang feelings ay weather lang. Minsan gusto ka, minsan ayaw ka. Pero wag tayong mag-settle sa ganyan, ha? Sa lahat na nanonood dito, hindi pwede yan. Dapat yung sigurado tayo, masasaktan lang.
100% talaga dapat. Oo.
I love that. Thank you so much for that. And to add din kay CJ, we have a lot already of information available na mga information. You can visit yung website ng Climate Change Commission. Kasi doon po ako nag-check nung inayos namin yung mga books. Very informative, the Paris Agreement, ano mga ginagawa ng gano'n natin ba, ng government natin dito sa climate change. And gusto kong, sana sa maliit na bagay, ngayon naisip ko yun personal, Sir Glenn, pag may talk ako, gusto ko ilagay lang ba sa last slide ko sana yung parang, yung mga 3 hours natin, mga ganyan. I also wanna emphasize that. Para, kasi may isa akong kaibigan sa Oman no, na Umani, yung signature niya sa email niya, meron siyang advocate doon about climate change. Na parang nare-remind ka every time makareceive ka ng email sa kanya sa dulo. Mga ganung bagay, mga simpleng bagay. Ayan, so grabe sang karangalan. Sana ma-meet ka namin in person, makasama
Sana nga. Kahit saglit lang, kahit konting kuan lang, kahit lunch break lang or kahit kuan lang, snack break lang, no? Oo. Makakuan lang, makakuha lang ng konting piraso sa kuko. Joke lang.
Maraming salamat po sa pagkakataon na ito. Grabe talaga.
Sir Glenn, sorry sir. May tanong lang ako. Can you walk us through how did you get that United Nations Sasakawa Laureate for Disaster Risk Reduction na award?
Thank you. Actually, hindi ko rin alam, but someone nominated me someone nominated me to that award, sa award giving body na yan. Kasi the UN Sasakawa Award, they consider it as the Nobel Prize of Disaster Risk Reduction. So ako, I never expected that I would win. Hindi ko pinangarap. So ang pinakita ko lang, yung mga binanggit ko kanina, yung sa Climate Smart Philippines, those are the things that I shared. So when they asked me about the Climate Smart Philippines, yun din yung hinighlight ko dun sa nomination. yun nga, like what I said, I never expected I would win kasi i-share mo lang naman kung ano yung ginagawa mo sa inyong organisasyon. So siguro nagustuhan ng UN. Natuwa sila kung ano
Amazing.
yung mga ginagawa namin. So kaya binigyan tayo ng pagkakataong manalo at napili tayo last year.
Did you have a chance na go to the UN mismo, yung the hall mismo? Sir?
Yes, actually, it happened during the awarding ceremony during
Wow.
the event. The United Nations, because it is actually under the purview of the United Nations Office for Disaster Reduction. So,
Wow.
so it happens every 4 years. Pero syempre, I didn't know what happened. Naging every 4 years na yung nomination. And according to the organizers and to the members of the board of judges, so it was announced that it was also the first time in the history that more than 200 nominations daw yung pumasok last year.
Wow.
So yun nga,
Wow.
sabi ko nga hindi ko
Grabe.
hindi ko talaga na-expect. Yeah, hindi ko na-expect all over the world.
Napakabuti ng
So,
Panginoon.
mapili ka lang doon, sabi ko, ma-finalist ka lang, okay na. Pero yung manalo ka, ibang
Yeah.
klase. So, it was
Deserve ka
really
na
an
nun
honor it was really an honor for our
The
country
country
when
for the
I won.
Philippines. Yes.
Oh,
Wow, I love that. That's awesome. At saka 'di ba, Sir Glenn, yung mga ganong award, parang bonus lang sila kasi your motivation to do that is to really serve. Pero alam namin
yes,
na,
it's
alam mo yun,
true.
God will always
Totoo
reward
yan.
yung mga hardworking and i-enjoy mo yan. You really deserve it for all the innovations na ginagawa ninyo. Hindi kasi namin kaya masyado ni Sir Nelson, baka kaya pa niya, pero ako yung brain cell ko ba, hanggang sa writing lang siguro ko, pero mga innovation, talagang selected na mga tao. It's really an honor having you here and learning from you. At sana po marami tayong ma-encourage also to support your cause, especially what you're doing now. Kailangan talaga. Kasi alam mo, Sir Glenn, ang hugot ko ngayon, nabasa ko kasi mga projection from the Climate Change Commission. Yung mga scary projection. What will happen sa lugar na to after this 20 years, 15 years, yung mga lulubog na site sa Pilipinas. Kaya doon ako parang natakot. I mean, positively na, I need to do something, we need to do something. So, yun po yung personal. I soak myself doon sa book review na yon ng mga biggest disasters yan. At saka, malaking tulong talaga yung mga ginagawa ng Pilipinas, ng bansa natin. Lalo na, the President is also very supportive of the climate change right now. Isa yan sa mga priority programs. So,
Curious question, sir.
ayan.
No? Ay, sorry. Sige, sir.
Yeah.
Curious question, sir. No? Disaster risk reduction. Like, ini-study nyo rin yung earthquake fault lines, typhoons, soil erosion, like that, sir?
Hindi kasama yung volcanic eruption tsaka earthquake. Kasi sa Climate
Okay.
Smart Philippines, we're only considering climate hazards, yung tropical
Oh,
cyclones
okay.
or typhoon in a more dynamized manner, drought, sea level rise, rain-induced landslide, so flooding. So yun lang mga climate hazards natin, plus yung climate variables such as your rainfall and temperature. Isama na natin yung sea surface temperature sa dagat. So pero yung
During
mga earthquakes,
pandemic,
eruption, yan, hindi kasama
yeah.
yun. During pandemic,
Sir, during
we
pandemic,
provided
nag-great flood dito sa Tugigaraw. I don't know kung narinig yun, November 2020. Kasagsagan ng pandemic, naglabas ng maraming tubig ang Magat Dam at lumubog ang halos buong Tugigaraw. May mga namatay noon and that's really scary. Actually, isa yun sa mga parang sa advocacy namin sa organization na yung magbigay ng mga food packs, ganyan. Yun yung pinakamalaking na-raise namin na fund during that time. Pero sana mas yun nga, may pagpatuloy natin paano yung bigger impact ng health na ginagawa natin sa climate change.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you
Mitigation,
so
mga
much.
ganyan,
Yung binanggit mo
prevention.
yung sa COVID-19, actually meron din kami ginawang study. Because COVID-19 is considered to be a biological hazard. And syempre,
Yes,
we really
yes.
wanted to help the government. We really wanted to help our people. So we did our own study. So ang ginawa namin, what is going to happen, it's more a scenario analysis. What is going to happen to the areas hit, right, with a high incidence of COVID-19 if, for example, flooding is going to happen, if sea level rise will occur,
Yeah.
or if tropical cyclones are going to enter the Philippine air responsibility. So, ganon. So, meron kaming ganong study. So, we'll be able to identify which particular cities or municipalities are at risk. So, meron kaming ganong study. Tapos, binigay natin yun sa government pantulong sa kanilang mga policies.
Wow, napaka-generous ni Sir
Yes.
Glenn, no? Grabe, napaka-talino, tapos empathetic sa nature. Wow,
I love
amazing.
that. Kasi ganun sa akin, Sir Nelson and Sir Glenn, like almost 4 years akong nag-regional director sa isang region sa Oman ng nursing research. And doon ko nakita talaga yung value nung, kasi doon medyo lesser ang awareness sa disaster management. Kasi a few times lang naman sila nagkakaroon doon ng flood. Hindi nga naulan doon sa Oman.
Yeah.
Pero umulan biglang, parang isang beses lang yata ng 2004 or 5 ng sobrang lakas na cyclone doon na maraming namatay kasi hindi talaga sila prepared. At hindi rin lumabas sa research namin. Maraming hindi prepared sa kanila sa mga disaster. And lalo na yung mga nurses na naka-duty. No? Mababa yung score nila lalo na sa biological hazard. It's so funny because we did that research in 2019. At ang lowest score dun sa study ko po, pinaka hindi sila prepared sa biological hazard. And then after 4 or 5 months, nag-COVID. And it's really true. So halos lahat naman hindi ready. So maraming salamat, Sir Glenn, sa pagkakataon na ito para nare-rekindle yung desire namin to really help, not only in research but also, of course, in climate change. Isang malaking nakikipag-away ako noon sa comment. I remember 5 years, 6 years ago, hindi pa ako mature masyado, Sir Nelson, hindi pa ako mature masyado. Nakikipag-away ako sa comment section ng Miss Earth. May nag-comment ko na wala daw kwenta ang Miss Earth, di ba? So parang siyempre yung Filipino pride mo, pinagmamalaki mo yon. Sabi ko, naku, baka isa ka sa mga nagkaroon ng benefit because of what they are doing and the climate change program na ginagawa. So ganun po rin kami ngayon, hopefully, kasi nga nararamdaman na natin ngayon. Ramdam na ng lahat yung pagbabago talaga. Ng feelings tuloy ng weather. Ayan.
Nasingit talaga, Nasingit talaga. Oo. Sir, grabe, naka-experience ka pala, Sir Glenn, sa NASA. Wow. No?
Yeah, I attended the course yung sa NASA. It's the GIS, the Graphic Information Systems. So kailangan kasi yun kasi di ba tayong mga tao, tayong mga Pinoy, at actually the people around the globe, we are very visual. I mean, very visual in nature. It's really very to interpret data if you can see them. Kasi kung numbers lang yan, hindi mapapansin yung difference. People will not be able to appreciate or embrace the significance of data. So it's much important if you're going to present it using mga graphs, using mga charts, or using mga maps. So mas na-appreciate nila yun.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Naku, ang layo na nung narating ninyo, napakaraming accomplishments sa buhay at alam ko ang pinanggagalingan lang yan is beyond money. It's all about serving. It's all about love. I really hope and pray na sana mas dumami pa yung kagaya ninyo, Sir Glenn, who is really so focused and passionate dito sa climate change na ito. And alam ko, marami pa tayong kailangan gawin. Like my question sa'yo a while ago, nasaan na ba tayo? And nakalayo na tayo, pero ang layo pa ng kailangan natin gawin at ang dami pa ng kailangan gawin. And I also appreciate you emphasizing the value that our local government units can really do. Kasi sila yung nasa ground talaga Sana ma-mobilize ang ating mga local government agencies para kahit pa paano, mas mapabilis yung program, implementation. And of course, iba ang pakiramdam ng isang komunidad na empowered. Iba ang pakiramdam na pinagkakatiwalaan sila sa mga different programs. So maraming salamat po for emphasizing that and reminding everyone that in their small ways, they can also help. Meron pala kami maitutulong. At I promise itong talk na ito para na-rekindle talaga yung desire to really do something sa climate change. Hindi siya cheesy pakinggan. Yung mga iba kasi like climate change parang cheesy na pakinggan sa kanila. Pero when they are aware of the massive yung hindi magandang epekto ngayon, ikaw mismo matatakot ka talaga. Kaya you will really contribute and do something para sa, hindi lang sa Pilipinas, kundi of course, bigger impact niya, global impact. Sir Nelson?
Oo.
Alam ko to, advocate na to la. Grabe, advocate na yan.
Plantito ako. Dami ko ng plants dito. Oo, plantito na ako dito. So, grabe, sir. Maraming salamat, Sir Glenn, sa pag-guest mo, sa pag-guest sa amin. And we are honored to be part of your insights and your story as well. So, sir, meron kaming ito. Ano yung pwede mong i-advise sa mga kabataan or any advice all over the world on to continue your advocacy, or pwede mong ipamana or any other messages just like that? This is your
Okay.
cue.
Naku, sorry, nauubo ko.
It happens,
Okay
This
lang
is
walang
po.
what
problema.
this is what we always tell. So every time tell to the different stakeholders, lalo sa mga farmers, fisher folks, indigenous people, even to the local government units. Now you don't have to be a scientist. You don't need to be a lawyer. You don't need to be a professional to make a difference. So uh, as long as you have that passion to make a change, then gagawin mo yun. So hindi mo kailangan maging doktor, hindi mo kailangan maging siyentista to make a difference. It has to come from within. It has to come from you if you really want to make a difference. So like what I said, you start in your own community, invite friends, and think and observe what's really going on. So and then from there, think what you can provide and not what you can get. I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Gusto ko yung think, what you can
Grabe.
provide and not what you can get. I love that. Being a servant. Kailangan naman maraming selfless talaga. Kailangan natin ng mas maraming kagaya ni Sir Glenn who don't
Oo,
think of what he can accumulate but thinks about what he can give. Yun ang kailangan ng mundo natin.
you make
ngayon.
us
Doing
proud,
everything.
sir.
Yes,
You're
doing
representing our Philippines in the whole world.
Thank you so much.
We are
Thank you
so
so much.
proud of you. No.
Maraming salamat.
Oh,
Looking
thank you.
forward
Thank
to
you
see
so
you more,
much.
achieve more breakthroughs, and still make a lot of big mga breakthroughs po para sa ating bansang Pilipinas.
Yes. Sir, Sir Glenn, are you ready for a fast talk? Po.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Baka
Okay.
maisama yung mga nag-change na feelings, Try
Set up ko lang yung
climate change
environment.
natin, grabe. Oo.
Okay lang.
Nako, hindi ko alam yan. Makikinig
No
nga din
problem.
ako. Enjoy to.
Travel to future or travel to past?
Travel to the future.
Okay, next.
Next.
What was your favorite toy as a kid?
Toy. Wala yata akong toy ng bata. Sorry.
Wala. O sige, skip
Oo.
natin. Next. Favorite color?
Red.
Okay. Favorite TV show?
Now or before?
Kahit ano, all-time favorite mo.
Ako, wala. Sorry, wala akong TV show din.
Yung
Okay,
mga
wala.
ganyang scientist, busy
Sorry.
mga yan. Oo, wala silang
Easy
time.
nga eh, wala ano. Sino ba naglagay dito ng kuha na to?
Sorry.
Mountainside
Sorry.
or seaside?
It's alright.
I'm sorry. What's the question again?
Mountainside or seaside?
Seaside.
Seaside. City life or province life?
Province life.
Okay, next. Favorite sport?
Volleyball. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
Shame. Wow, nakikisali.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Dog person or cat person?
Alam ko ang sagot.
Dog person.
Okay. What was the nicest thing someone told you?
Oh, they love my work. That's all.
Amen.
They love
Wow.
advocacy. Yeah.
Agree. Kahit naman ako.
Agree.
Yes. Next. Most expensive thing you bought for yourself?
Excited ako dito Malalaman na natin na mayaman talaga si Sir Glenn,
For myself.
Yes, for
Laptop?
yourself.
Ah,
Wow. Gamit
For me,
na gamit naman.
ginagamit ko everyday. Yung ginagamit ko.
Oh.
is
yan,
laptop.
essential.
Yes. Eto. Top 3 books you have read.
Isusulat ko yan.
Everything that is related to climate change, everything that's related to disaster. So, the book that was given to me when I was Yale, and also the book that was also provided by some of our professors sa Harvard. So, yun lang. Sorry, medyo boring.
Parang wala akong access dun sa Harvard. May algore ba dyan na mga pwede?
Mga book title ba?
Yung
Meron
mga
bang book
algor,
titles?
yung mga algor
Yeah.
studies, naman, makita mo online. Yeah.
Okay, yan. Pwede. Sige.
Algo-related na kuan. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Okay, next. Biggest decision you have made and proud of?
Awesome.
The biggest decision, it's this one, and to be a climate scientist, disaster scientist, to be a science diplomat because I really want my work to be, I really want my science to be used by all
Mhm.
types of stakeholders, and I really want my science to also to be used by our policymakers. It seems because
Amen.
I'm a scientist, not because I'm a scientist, but because I want people to embrace the significance of science. Thank you.
Muntik nang maging pari yan,
Wow.
ha? Buti na lang
Oo,
talaga
di
may
ba?
scientist.
Di ba? Grabe. Pero we are so proud of you, sir.
We're so
Grabe.
proud of you, Sir Glenn.
Ito
Thank
last na to.
you.
Last na to. Para hindi ka na ma-stress, sir, no? Ito last na to. What one adjective word
Wow.
can describe Mr. Glenn Banaguas?
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
Ikaw, Sir
Wow.
Nelson, yung may describe mo siya ngayon based dun sa interview natin. I'll give mine also.
I can describe Sir Glenn as a brilliant. Yeah.
Brilliant.
One adjective.
Okay.
One adjective.
Oo, kasi
Brilliant.
scientist yan. Mahirap ma-achieve yan. Sa akin,
Mm.
giver. Para sa akin kasi selfless yung ginagawa niya. I think it's really beyond money. I mean, one cannot survive kung pera-pera lang ang ganyang gawain. Hindi ka
Tama.
hindi mo titiisin lahat ng hirap kasi puyat, pagod, lahat. Pero I think he is really he is a giver. Talagang legit na selfless. Thank you, Sir Glenn.
Agree. Grabe. 100% agree. Wow.
Wow.
Maraming salamat, Sir Glenn, for guesting on us. Sir, do you have any upcoming events or upcoming
Yeah.
seminars or upcoming tour or travel
Appearance. Oh, di ba?
para ma-alert or ma-heads up natin yung mga nag-e-expect sa'yo?
I love that.
Use
Uh,
this time.
yes, ako sobrang busy talaga kasi because of the different engagements. So we have, syempre I'm also preparing to go to UK because I'm part of the RSA fellowship program. I'm now part of them. I'm also preparing to go to Switzerland because I'm also an executive fellow of the Geneva Center for Security Policy. So then we're also preparing, not just me, we're also preparing the six ASEAN science diplomats. So we're going to release it within the year. So we're going to open the nomination to the outstanding scientists and engineers of Southeast Asia. So they will come to the Philippines to be trained on how, to be trained to become science diplomats. So marami. Then we're also busy with the sa Filipinas, the outstanding Filipino or the TOFIL laureates. So we're gonna be busy this year because not just to identify, to choose the the Filipinos who have done significant contributions to the country, but of course to what yung ibang mga activities such as yung 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 lecture series, yung mga seminars, conferences to different parts of the country. Nako, sobrang dami-dami kong ginagawa. I'm really very sorry. Pati yung commitment ko sa mga private sector katulad ng Philippine Airlines, yung kanilang net zero emissions. Sorry, so many. That's all. Thank you.
Wow. Yan.
Maraming salamat. I look forward
Maraming salamat.
one day po, makadaupang palad ka namin, makarabing elbow man lang. And
Wow.
I just want to say thank you also.
Maraming.
Sir Nelson, thank you so much for having me here as your guest co-host. Of course, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Sir Glenn. I'll be following you. I'll check your social media account. I want to be connected po with you and to learn more from you, of course. And I just want to say thank you sa lahat ng mga nanood ngayon. Pagpapala. Ayan, I hope that we will really become serious with our personal advocacies related sa climate change and other projects na ginagawa na related kina Sir Glenn. I think that's one parang wake-up call for everybody. So I just want to encourage everyone in our little way. Sana makatulong din tayo. Okay? Maraming salamat muli. Lahat na nakikinig, nanonood ngayon, this is my declaration for you. Sana lahat kayo ulanin ng walang katapusang biyaya at pagpapala at sana baguhin kayo ng siksik, liglig at tumaapaw na biyaya. Sa magandang nangyari sa araw na ito, to God be the greatest glory. Salamat po.
Yes. Ito po si Nelson Makawili,
Amen.
ang kitipay na nakakawili na nagsasabing, be your best self and speak your mind. Have a good night. Stay happy and stay healthy. Kilig responsibly. Ayan. Paalam po. Thank you, Sir Glenn.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take
Thank you.
care. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.
Heavenly God, We are grateful for this day and opportunity. We are able to express ourselves as well as our guests. Thank you for the gift of life, talents, family, friends, as well as obstacles, struggles, because you made us stronger each day. Please continue to guide and enlighten us through each day. We glorify you always, God. Amen.
Always connected shouldn't mean always at risk. By now, you've heard of identity theft and the importance of protecting your most valuable assets, yourself and your family. At ID Seal, we know a thing or two about cybersecurity. We combine that knowledge with industry-leading technology. Our thorough surveillance eye goes to the depths of the dark web and sees everything from social security numbers and medical IDs to social media accounts and more. Armed with decades of cybersecurity experience and state-of-the-art technology and tools, ID Seal goes to great lengths to monitor every possible entry point that could compromise your data for you and your entire family. ID Seal provides comprehensive protection for your identity. Protection starts the moment you register with ID Seal. We'll send you alerts and score trackers, and you'll have access to credit reports and scores. Looking to pay off a loan faster? The ID Seal Credit Score Simulator can show you how things may impact your credit score. And if you have children in the household, we will do more to keep them protected with Digital Spy for Children, Child Social Security Tracker, and social media monitoring. Tools and features to keep you aware of threats of cyberbullying, profanity, overly explicit content, and more. With ID Seal, you get 24/7 lost wallet protection. You will have access to a team of specialists that will help you replace the contents of your wallet if it is lost or stolen. And we will work with you to cancel or reissue all documents that were lost. And for extra protection and peace of mind, your ID Seal membership includes identity fraud expense reimbursement insurance coverage of up to $1 million with a $0 deductible. Don't sign up for an ID theft protection service and then wonder if you're really being protected. Put your worry to rest with ID Seal's unparalleled protection that seals off your sensitive data from identity thieves. Our vision is a world where we can all log in, shop securely, check out, and log out, sealed off to the fullest extent possible from the elements out there that intend to do us harm. Give them nothing to steal with ID Seal.